When we take that approach and we start looking at people not as data sets and big audiences, but individuals, it's no longer a cold call, it's no longer a spam email, it's now a one-to-one engagement, and luckily with technology we're able to do that at scale. When you combine a solution like DialSource with a sales organization like the Kings, it gives management and individual sales professionals the ability to make better decisions of who to call, who to engage with, when to engage with them, and how to engage with them.
What we've come to realize is the unique engagement is more important. Knowing who your client is and what they'll respond to is the best case for us, and so we do a lot of research. We have a lot of digital touch points that we can use, so it's taken a lot of testing and trial and error.
We end up losing a lot of those touch points if we're not actually helping that rep and guiding that rep along the journey of what they need to do, because in today's culture and sales, we're trying to always do more with less, right? And so the only way we do more with less is to help that person work through that amount of work that they have to do and help guide them.
We don't have call minimums. We aren't having our inside sales team come in and make 100 calls every day. We have a couple call touch points, and then we'll try to get face to face as quick as possible.
Sales is becoming ever more creative every single day. And the touch points and the interactions that they're offering fans through that King's Way and that experience has also really given a lot of energy back to the sales organization as a whole. And when you're in there, you can feel a buzz.
The philosophy behind the King's Way was really taking all of our leads that we have in our database and removing them as just a number to our sellers, and more of making them like a real person. When you put them into a call pool and you just dial, 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 you don't really think about who you're talking to.
We're all people, we all want an intimate relationship, we all want to feel special, and we have the data and the capabilities with technology to build a personalized message and to engage people in a way that's meaningful. It's no longer a cold call, it's no longer a spam email, it's now a one-to-one engagement, and luckily with technology we're able to do that at scale. The Kings use a really unique process of researching that individual, learning something unique about them, and then sending them a specialized gift.
Research and find out who they are, and then hit them with some customized gift. Somebody was a former baseball player, we sent them their baseball card.
You just made a meaningful connection and took maybe some information that you could gather from marketing or from the conversation you had in that sales process and leverage it to get a little bit deeper than just a transaction. DialSource is able to capture a lot of the touch point data that you have around the phone calls, the emails, the interactions, the voice recordings, if you're using that type of software, to understand what's happening in the conversational analytics. We're able to unify those channels, leverage the data of what's going on in that customer's journey, and then put that into custom touch points and prescribe to reps the actual activities and next steps that they might take. DialSource works within your CRM, and it works as an engagement platform. Transitioning that platform from a data platform to a sales engagement platform is probably the best thing an organization can do to really take the information that they have and make it actionable, and also take away the amount of clicks and keystrokes and tasks that really bog down the salesperson.
DialSource definitely helps with clean data. They have created an entire new level of automation for us within our CRM that has taken 6 steps out of our sales reps process by just clicking a couple buttons after their call.
When we're present and we're listening, that's where sales does best. And so sales has always been a function of listening and understanding what somebody wants, and then putting that product or that service or solution in front of them.
They also provide us with the tool to track, listen, and log all of the calls that we're making to these leads, and then we can also take that data and see who hasn't been answering, and we put them through a lead nurturing campaign. We have the data, it's clean, and we're being able to make a very strong case on why these leads maybe need to funnel into marketing, or why we need to go and focus on our in-game experience. Because if you look at the service side of things, and the automation built out with DialSource Dialsource on that side. If we get an inbound call from a season ticket member and they complain about something that's happened in game, we can track that specific subject through Dialsource and manage that up to our in-game team.
Those are critical pieces of information to understand where to talk to somebody or how to engage with somebody in the sales process.
We want to have the highest level of retention, and I think that type of collaboration really helps us kind of bridge that gap.
If they're not going, they're probably not going to renew. And so just knowing some small data points like that can change that sales engagement to, instead of being reactive at the end of the season, be really proactive.
We've seen a 110% increase in revenue year to year, and being able to get in touch with those leads in a meaningful way through Dialsource has helped. And then we've also seen our engagement with those leads skyrocket because we've been able to be more intentional. We saw about a 60% increase in engagement once we increased the automation and dived into really what we were doing with those leads.
Businesses are in a struggle right now to figure out ways to better communicate with their customers, and Dialsource's mission is really to help enable organizations to have that better form of communication, that more intimate one-to-one communication at scale.